see that through the slides, but also I'm not too technologically advanced as well. But nonetheless, I'm thrilled to be here, share a little bit about Detroit Denim, what I'm doing and what it's about, and just sort of scratch the surface in terms of, I guess, where design plays a role within Detroit Denim. So,
Point it here.
oh, I gotta point it.
Here you go.
Basic details of Detroit Denim. Specialize in primarily men's heritage jeans, and for, I guess, lack of a better term, that's like a sort of a very traditional, classic five-pocket, straight-leg men's jean. So, you know, denim's a pretty pervasive sort of topic, covers all countries, all sexes, all ages, but this really goes back into the jeans that you might have seen back in the 50s and the 60s, sort of that classic, you know, iconic 501 type of jean. Goal for Detroit Denim is quite modest. You know, we talked about there being virtually no apparel industry in the U.S., and that's pretty much true. Goal for us is to work up to about 100 pair per month for the first year, and then by the third year, kind of maxing out, hitting the ceiling with doing about 500 pair per month. So might seem like a lot, but for an apparel site, that's nothing. Absolutely, you know, 500 would be, you know, a daily, you know, a small daily count for a lot of apparel manufacturers. The market that Detroit Denim serves is kind of it's like a slice of a slice of a slice of a huge denim pie, and that pie is about 62 billion in the U.S., which, you know, about $180 per person. And so there's lots of market information, details on what you know, what the denim industry is like, but you can, you know, you take out the big box stores, you take a huge chunk of that pie away. Then you take out your mall jeans, and again, and you sort of work at you're looking at kind of your premium, you know, I don't like to say designer jeans, but, you know, your higher end jeans, and then you have actually sort of a sub niche of that, where this type of jean is sold. Biggest challenge for us is actually scale up, and you know, right now I should erase that. It's probably a 1.75 or 2.25 man show, and no question the demand is there, but just being able to supply that demand and meet that demand is where the challenge is. So everything is basically on the operations side that keeps me up at night. Distribution, jeans go through 1 to 3 places. They primarily, you know, you retail through men's boutiques, and there's usually a nice high-end men's store in about every major metropolitan city. You know, a couple in the larger cities, Chicago, for example, LA, New York, obviously. Other channels would be online, you know, through a web presence, and then finally there's the pop-up shops. And a good example is our prize going on right now, and I have a pop-up over there that I'm sharing with a local bag manufacturer out of Grand Rapids. So some of the specifics of the jeans themselves, and slightly design oriented, but you know, they're made in Detroit. The shop is actually down at Pony Ride. If you're ever over in Corktown and have nothing to do, you're more than welcome to stop by and check it out. You know, it's a very Pony Ride's a pretty neat place, and you know, I love having people there and showing them and giving them tours. Pretty important to me too is that all the materials used are from U.S. sources. That goes from the denim, the thread, the copper hardware. All of that comes out of, you know, and it's not an easy thing either. In some cases, for, you know, like the buttons, for example, there's only one company left that's actually doing it here. But you know, I think it tells a great story, and you end up with you know, a nice experience and some wonderful jeans as well. Manufacturing of the pants, it's about takes a minimum of 8 specific distinct machines to actually end up with a pair of jeans. You have machines that just do, buttonholes, for example, or finish edges, serging, and a whole host of other machines that are used. And I love talking to Emily about the seasonality, because I have no seasonality. Jeans are jeans are jeans. And to that, I have a very limited product portfolio. I carry 2 styles or 2 cuts, and by and large, one is about 90% of that. And it's just a very standard, classic, slim, not skinny, but just a standard men's jeans, and it works. It took at least 12 iterations from start to finish to arrive at where that that cut was flattering and fit well, but worked for as many people as possible. A few other things within the portfolio. We do leather goods that sort of was an extension of working on the leather patch that you see on the back of your jeans. I had belts, ended up working on and collaborating with a metalsmith. And interestingly, denim bags are very popular. I had no idea, I never would have thought, but people love to have bags and totes and the like. And I don't think you're really a Detroit company unless you have a t-shirt with some sort of connection of that. Finally, everyone always asks, how much do they cost? Let's cut to the chase. And they're not cheap, but they're very fairly market priced at $250 a pair. And even if you were to go international, that's cheap for a nice pair of jeans, particularly for U.S. made ones. I tried to stick to my thing and keep it at 5 minutes, so I know I'm close. I have a few photos. This is just one from the Grand Rapids pop-up that's going on right now at Art Prize. This one I like. These are all handmade belt buckles made by a metalsmith at Pony Ride, and each one is individually done and welded together and fitted to itself. So, this is not your Walmart buckle, if you will. These are super nice, beyond durable, well-made things, and that sort of fits within, the branding and what we're doing at Detroit Denim. And I said I had a limited product portfolio. This is the first pair of women's jeans. I vowed I'd never do women's clothing just because it's so challenging and it's such a sort of a fluid thing, but because of just the demand, I ended up I caved. And lastly, a few of the leather works and stuff we do. So we don't offer a whole lot, but what we do, we're very targeted and purposeful about it. So